What are we fucking doing? Hello everybody. Hi. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye Despair. We're living in a simulation. Or we're all robots. Or both. Well, I was thinking about it and like if... By the way, Monomi just took Ibuki right there. So Monomi has been taking people as well as Monokuma. I'm not sure if that is something that has been happening the entire time. I wasn't paying enough attention in order to know if Monomi has been taking people as Monokuma. Like, look at her. She comes in flying and she takes people sometimes. I don't think I saw that before, but it could just be a matter of me not paying attention. But I was thinking about it and if we're all living in a simulation, then where is chapter 0 and 6? Oh, there it is. If we're living in a simulation, then the android thing doesn't matter. But like, I'm super sure that Chiaki is an android. There's zero chance she wasn't. But hi Heaven Champi, how are you doing? I'm glad to have you here. I don't know what path to go on. We're all living in a simulation or androids. She did say creative, which makes me think that at the very least she's an AI. But then everything that made me think that she was an android doesn't matter anymore, because it was the body that I saw at the factory what made me think that. And if we don't have a corporeal form, then what the fuck even, right? Oh god. The fact that this is where we're at, the fact that this is where we're at with this game, we're just like, what like. What does it mean to be? Okay, this is the that is the classroom I was sitting in. All this is locked, so we have a specific path we have to go on. Okay, sure. Okay, so now we're just walking around Hope's Peak. Why is the Eye of Horus in here? Oh, you know we're right about the game. We'll show the chat once you go to the gym. Yeah, well, whatever. Let's see what happens. Any of this door? No, they don't work. So we just have to go to the gym then. The nurses. This is where Hifumi. Why are there hearts in there? Bathrooms? No. I suppose I can't. It can't do nothing. Oh, let me do like a. Let me like post on social media that I was gonna stream. I wrote them. I just didn't post them. There you go. What the fuck is inside the gym? By the way, we do have our magical girl Monomi as a Digimon now on Ten Hope. That's cool. Maybe that's why she was in the menu, because we have her as a Digimon now. I have to replay this chapter to help you out. Really? Do you actually go and replay the entire chapter? Just, well, it's not that long, I don't think. I asked before, and I think it was you who told me, who it's like, yeah, like 5 hours or something to go. But yeah, if you did that for me, then thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you. Okay. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I braced myself and casually opened the door. Took me 3 to 4 hours. Gotcha. Until the end of the game. Like I did go to like the playlists of a streamer that I watch. The Danganronpa 2 playlist, and from the moment that I was at until the end, it was like 6 hours. So, all right. Okay, my screen is black now. Chapter. This is Goodbye Academy of Despair. So this is okay. So this is the actual chapter 6 screen. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Oh boy. Yeah? Yeah? It was a normal gymnasium. Sure. That is surprising. Okay, my boys are here. Sure. Yo, Hajime! Yo. You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something? That cannot be possible.
Well,
you're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to a long-waited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why,
You. By the way, I woke up like half an hour ago. Like I went. So okay, so I was dying because I needed to publish the first episode of The Boys on the Left channel, and I was like, I want to stream Danganronpa today so bad, but I'm also dying. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep and sleep whatever amount of hours I can and set up like 6 alarms. I set up 6 alarms to go from like 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and the 6th one woke me up. I slept past the first 5. I actually remember like waking up and turning them off. The 6th one is the one that did it. So the only reason why we have a Danganronpa stream today is because that 6th alarm did the job. I had a feeling you were gonna stream today. I literally stream whenever I can. But like if I'm busy because I have to edit something, or if I'm like dying, then I won't. But I really wanted to stream today because otherwise I feel like I just kind of wasted my day. Because it's like a Saturday. Like, all right, let's keep going. You. Hey, where are we? Where'd you look us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Academy. Of course. There's no way in hell that's true. No. Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? What? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Academy fell to ruin. Lies. You were serious about that? Oh yeah, I forgot about Minimaru. I don't believe it! But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean? I don't like anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you guys to Hope's Academy and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic. Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone? Don't fuck with me. Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already. What do you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and... In other words... It means I made this Hope's Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. Okay. You mean like you... Okay, if this is like a video game or like a program or like a simulation or whatever you want to call it, you're saying that you... Yeah, like between the door and the actual inside of the door, you made the Hope's Peak in a simulation. There was a hidden Monokuma above you in the classroom. Well, then fuck us. I forgot about the... I don't... Does it matter anymore? Does anything matter anymore? I mean, I supposedly do. Whatever. I thought about something. I forgot what was that. It was something else regarding simulation thing. Oh, I forgot. Fuck. Alright. Oh, every time I want to point this out because I don't think I pointed it out before because I don't know if I registered it, but Monokuma has been saying like at least twice, maybe 3, maybe more times across the game that he knows everything that happens in this world, and often they have mentioned the world, and whenever they did I thought about the world. But maybe I should have been thinking about it as within the simulation, because that makes it make sense. Because even when they're throwing the fire grenades, and it's like, well, you don't know who actually was the traitor, who actually was the one who threw it. Monokuma said, oh, I know everything that happens in this world, don't worry. Which makes me think that, oh yeah, if he is the game master or whatever, then he can just know the person that threw it because it's a program. Like, it's not even about the cameras, it's just about the dude saw from like a computer who threw it, because it's all like locked because it's a program. Like, that's something that I thought about in between previous stream and this one. Every time he says, I know everything that happens in this world, well, he would. What do you mean between? Hey. What do you mean made? What's this? Oh my, your mind's getting grumbly since that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making live exchanges or anything like that. It's a simple graduation exam. Do we have to murder again? Then what is the graduation exam? Well, as your headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally gonna graduate.
Are you sure?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we stay here.
That's right.
That is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let's choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Interesting. Interesting. What we're referring to? Are we referring to the first cast of characters from the first game? What are we doing? Main cast.
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope Speak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. You know, if his setting has changed, even if the killing was finished, it was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world, main cast. Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey,
Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope Speak Academy, but that's impossible, right?
what are you saying?
How do you make it back to Hope Speak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope Speak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I want to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. The building is really Hope Speak Academy? I mean, it looked like it. This is the Hope Speak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Speak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. Is that what you're thinking? If that is what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you have either that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Speak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve courts who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. Nagito learned something else that he didn't tell us, which I'm assuming is the reality of the simulation or some shit. Because he did say during like the laptop event that there was something else that he learned that he ripped from the book or something. If we are to believe that laptop event, which given, I'm not sure how much of it we can believe because there were ghosts standing around. Anyway, if I really am a nobody, then you should just left me alone. Why do you have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen?
Hey, bastard.
That's not the time to sun out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey,
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
you serious?
They were allies. So they're not World Ender. Then really, we were tricked by Monokuma. I mean, I never assumed they were the same thing. Because why would they have a different name then? Also, one sounds good and the other one doesn't. So like... However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that. Even if they're allies, they might not just be allies. Like, the thing about the beginning of the game is that it was supposed to be like a friendship trip, and then it wasn't. So there's definitely something like, yes, they took us to the island, but then the plans fell apart because of Monokuma. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information of our own. He did say that. He did say there's a bunch of information, nothing is a lie, so go wild. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would help us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about the field trip, right? Is it telling us to investigate like we have been? Alright, I'm gonna do it! Prepare yourself!
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope's Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home after this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? I'm not sure, buddy. I don't think so. If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes! He's right. No, it's not the time to bemoan or how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happening in Hope's Academy. None of that matters. What's important is, I need to live this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we never choose to stay on the island.
Hey.
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead and bust my tits out! Okay. Hey, are you really going?
Jeez.
That sprite is really something. We only seen it like 3 times, but it's always like, whoa. What's that idiot thinking running around without being cautious? She obviously isn't thinking about anything. That is true. That is like the second smart thing he said in this game. I forgot what the first one was, but I remember there was a first one. It will be fine. There will be no longer any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. Don't jinx us, Sonia. Don't jinx us. Love Akane so much. Me too. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stop at the green light, we never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane really took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead and I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that would be useful to everyone. Now then, let's get this started. Oh boy. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium. That's proper.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia, please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Guess we should chase after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry up and start too, just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's gonna end. I can skip this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing I can do is advance towards that hope, even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things are happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely gonna go home. Investigate. Oh boy. Cool. Okay, so investigate doesn't mean someone died. So when you said investigation earlier, it didn't mean anyone dying. It just meant we have to see what's happening. Anything here? I see you, motherfucker.
I knew you could do it.
It's the glitch Monokuma. Monokuma of the end. Okay, let's leave. Oh, Sonia's just standing right there. Wait. This is like the 5th floor. Yeah. This is the 5th floor. Uh-huh. That's weird. This is the hallway I went through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this what Akuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over. It's like, but I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Look. The 3D model is fucked up. This could not be less real. This could not be less real. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? No, you're right. This is what an invisible wall looks like. Oh boy, it's getting bad. The world is falling to pieces. Is that what the bomb was in the middle? Like the end of the world bomb? Wait, what the fuck is this? Can he? Oh, this is a biolab. I remember. I can't go in there. Shit. Where can we go into? This is the murder classroom where there was a bunch of blood in. Real ass blood. Everyone dead. Big die. Big blood. Big die. This is the garden. Yes. Anything here? No. What about this place? We can go into dojo. Cool. Sakura blossoms. Oh, there's a... Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to explain the inside of this building to make sense. What's this? It's an anime book or something. Oh, what is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Let's read that. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title lying around in the open like this? Well, let's start with history first. With a history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? I'm not sure about that sentence, but sure. I'm not sure about that statement. It depends on the person. So just as the time Monokuma made this, that totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Okay, let's learn about the reality we live in through a dumbass Monokuma made looking manga. But look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I asked her Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Manga for Morons. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's a thick manga, by the way. It's girthy. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy history as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The history began with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with the research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses or exempt fees of the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Speak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only care about the brand. With this, Hope Speak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and begin further research of talent. To create Hope Speak Academy, Ernest Wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, that's right, the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Well then. Depressing ass manga. Also, is it a manga if there's no pictures? Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's only cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, this phrase is mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way this instance really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it would just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga, the Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of the Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey,
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known before that you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. This is what I've been thinking. What do you want me to say?
by the
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students. Oh, you willingly seal those memories yourself. What kind of anime bullshit is that? But we're playing Danganronpa, so it could be true. You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often, not that I know anything about that though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on.
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Talking shit as he leaves. Well, of course, you're a reserve corps student over here. Damn it, what the heck? Oh, a tread bullet. Reserve department. Nice. Armor. It's an armor on a helmet. The map developers designed this to reflect a Japanese dojo. What's that sentence, my dude? Are you aware that this is a video game? Okay, I'm just gonna look into things. This territory is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming tree inside of a dojo, but in this situation, it just looks bizarre. I think that's like the same dialogue that Makoto had in the first game. Like, exactly the same. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The fallen petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Hiyoko and Pekka were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I'd definitely go home. Okay. There's a straw pose. I guess that means it was used for training. There are a bunch of wooden looks here. Each of them has traditional looking wood block keys sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like glue. Okay, let's leave. Like, the dojo's like the only place I could have gone into though. Oh, so it is here. Okay. So the world changes. Oh, I can get inside of a classroom now, I think. Let's talk to you, buddy.
What's going on?
This hallway is kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. Because we're all living in a simulation. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. The fact that this is the place the video game wanted to go into. 5A. What are we doing? Oh, a book. Is there another manga? This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. And this one is Manga for Morons, the Tragic Hope Week Academy. Okay, cool. Wasn't Tragic Hope Week Academy mentioned in the other manga too? It's why Hope Week Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Okay, so what happened exactly? If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? I like that this is like something that actually answers questions from the first game as well. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragic Hope Week Academy. The story made it heavy of its outdated stylized drawings, depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragic Hope Week Academy occurred at Hope Week Academy. The key player in the event was a student named Isuru Kamukura. Okay, that's a new name. Kamukura Isuru. Okay. I'll try to remember Kamukura Isuru. I'm trying. I don't know if that name means anything. It probably does, but I don't know enough Japanese. Isuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope Week Academy used all the resources to develop him. Supposedly, Isuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hopes of mankind, the Academy referred to Isuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Isuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Isuru's existence. What about the ultimate imposter? And what about the... Okay, so I'm thinking two things. The ultimate imposter because you don't know any information about him, which could be because it's hidden because it's a pseudo. Or it could be... So in chapter 0 that we just did last stream, we were like playing first person from the perspective of someone that was very talented. So that probably was Isuru. But that means that Isuru is probably like a very cynical person. Is, whatever. Because that person was able to just know everything. Just instantly telling. So they were unbelievably talented. And they referred to themselves as such. Because of that, most of the students at the academy were completely unaware of Isuru's existence, but Isuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy student council, among the academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Isuru. Okay. However, the incident did not end there. The academy tried to protect Isuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as thought it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. The student uncovered the academy did, and making that knowledge public was Junko. It stuck to fires of Resort Course students who had long been dissatisfied with how they've been treated. And then the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, the incident will lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. That incident that will be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Work cited Danganronpa 0. Okay, that's dumb. Also, that is a Fate reference. Fate reference in my Danganronpa. We probably had those before. We just didn't realize that. I don't know Fate. But this is a Fate reference. In fact, I'm gonna send this to a friend of mine. My Fate loving friend. Okay. There we go. We're good. We're chilling. Give me a second. So what if I go over here? I was just checking something. Okay, let's go. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. I don't know, if the game allowed me to go to the murder classroom full of blood, then... What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to get such a gruesome incident. A thought like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy Jews with a bar of gold. Oh, you should be lucky that you were incompetent. Damn it, he always had to lead up to something offensive. It seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Isuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department! Here, sit that the reserve course students in the reserve department began the uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I had no reason to do something like that. Oh boy, Hajime. We're gonna learn more about yourself. Anyway, learn about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is for a worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that wasn't Isuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to your advantage. Who's that? Junko or Mukuro? I'm assuming Junko because she matters, and Mukuro doesn't because she died off screen. Well, not off screen, but we didn't know. So, this incident is really messed up. But all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Okay, is there a hidden Monokuma around here? It could be. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, let's leave. Okay, who's was standing around now in the simulation? Can we go into the murder classroom now? No, we can't. Okay, where do we go now? Oh, no, that's the dojo. We've been there before. We can't go into the garden, so maybe the biolab. Is this investigation just this floor? It says raw. There's no people to talk to here. Weird. Maybe I missed someone, but... Okay, biolab! What are we doing here? What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here! It's like in a freezer or something. I'm just standing still. I'm freezing to death. I should hurry about investigate so I can get out of here already. Okay, what does this say? Was this a horror manga? It is. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest most awful tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest most awful most tragic event in human history, huh? what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and I hope that I was right. I don't like this manga cover. I don't like it. It gives me bad emotions. A story about creepily drawn characters who ate involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. If this is drawn so grotesque because the incident itself is grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding to the real world. When that movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, a certain normality soon came to light. But then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. That's how it works. The strong butcher the weak kill the weakest among them, and so the weak form factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to a more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would just watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world, a war gauged in the name of despair, a war fought not but for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. It all comes down to Junko and Mukuro. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software that spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Okay. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. Well, it's not, buddy. Well, we don't know what is real anymore, so maybe it is. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore my favorite restaurant. I like that he went my family, my friends. That convenience store where I go buy some ramen every now and then. I wonder what's happening there.
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at the manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? Oh no, I just remember in high school, okay, so I had bought my first like couple mangas from like a local store, and it was Gans. It was like the first 6 volumes of Gans. I don't remember how many there were. I think it was 6, the first 6 volumes of Gans. And I took them to high school. And I don't know if any of y'all have read Gans. You don't want to have Gans on you if an adult sees you, because Gans has a lot of shit in it. Hi, Heaven Champy, glad to have you back. I was just telling the story how I had like this first 6 volumes of Gans manga on me in high school, and I was literally like reading it as like my like English teacher. No, it was Spanish. Well, whatever. The language teacher, she was like standing right next to me, and I had my manga on me and I was like reading it, and she was like, oh, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's a manga. And she was like, oh, it's a famous manga, cool. And I was like, yeah, cool. Gans has not only just graphic nudity, but also graphic gore. People just get exploded and eviscerated live. And they're also naked while that happens. And the cover of every chapter is a naked lady, because the artist just likes drawing naked ladies, I suppose. So I had Gans on me in high school, and my teacher was like, oh cool, that's a manga, and I was like, yeah, cool. Please don't tell me you want to read it. Please don't tell me you want to take a look at it. Please don't ask for that. And she didn't. Luckily she didn't. But I remember like a classmate, or one or two classmates were like, yo, what's that? And I was a manga, and they're like, yeah, what the fuck is that? And I like well, because I think I was reading and someone saw that there was like a naked lady in like one of the chapters, and they were like, what's that? And then they were talking about it, and then they were like, yo, let me take a look at that. And I was like, here. And they were like, yo, and I could tell that they were looking at the naked lady specifically. And I was like, bro, like, you can just go home and you have a computer and you have everything you need there. I'm reading a manga here. I care about the plot of Gans. I'm trying to get through this story. It's not all about the Buva. It's also about the aliens that are killing people. God, I read the end of Gans like a couple months ago because I never finished it. I was like a couple chapters away from finishing it and I stopped. But like, I read the end of Gans and that manga didn't end well. I mean, it was like boring. Oh my, okay, let's... At least it ended. It's not like Berserk, where Miura is gonna die before he finishes it. I thought you obviously not about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. That's them stealing your school members. Wait, really? We're talking about Gans? Yes, because the way Gans ended is... It was like a very sudden whatever ending. Like, so, like... And we defeated the aliens, and then we went back home, and then people were happy, and then that's it. There wasn't even like an epilogue or anything. Like, you see the characters walking into like the sunset, and people are like, yo, they're coming back, and then that was the end. That was it. The final arc of Gans was good though, I think. I read it years ago, but it was crazy. It was wild. It was exactly what you would expect from Gans. It was dumb bullshit. Anyway. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. So maybe Hajime was like super involved in the incident. This is why he doesn't remember anything. Because they removed a lot. Just like this game? Lol, kidding. Does this game end like shit? Not like shit, but like suddenly, and then there's no explanation. Fuck you. But the final chapter is awesome. Maybe. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues are here are real. Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. Not the bullshit part. Oh yeah. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. Do you know what Gans is about? Because this is wild. See, so that's how it is. Dude, you see God in Gans. I just remember. In the final arc, you see literally God. And God confirms that reincarnation is real. But there's no such thing as a soul. There's things like data. That, like, yeah, it's like when someone dies, like, fucking 4 kilobytes of data leave the body and return to someone else. And it's like, okay, cool, reincarnation. They were right then. Yeah, God is in Gans. It's like this giant, like, entity that has, like, 2 bodies and 2 faces. And the faces change on every panel. And they turn into, like, Hitler and Gandhi and, I don't know, fucking Lincoln and a cat. Like, they change from, like, whatever. I just saw him on Akuma. That's what he meant by what I said at the beginning. I saw him on Akuma under the table. I'm clicking on that bitch. God is in Gans. It's the most bullshit thing ever. Well, as the headmaster, I conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy you're finally gonna graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay with the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave your work island and stay here. It's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Okay. The tragedy. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Week to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Week Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as the Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? But if they were actually able to do it when I guess that's what they were called Ultimates, then are the killings we're involving connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm in my limit, I have to get out of here. Shivering around the freezing room. Oh, I can't get the Monokuma. Fuck. It was hiding under the table. Okay. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Gonna go back in. I can. Cool. On you. Hi, Daisies, how are you doing? We're doing some bullshit.
I've been found.
Oh, you weren't here for previous stream, were you? I don't think you were. I just remembered. You completely missed the whatever. We're in a simulation now. Nothing is real. It's all fake. And I'm not sure to what extent things are fake or not. Maybe. Okay, what is there a character I can talk to now? What open? Okay, it wasn't the garden. We already visited the dojo. It's probably the classroom that I just saw, I think. Wait, no. Yeah, there's a second classroom. This one open. 5B. We're talking about Gans. No, we're talking about nothing is real. Fuyuki's here, cool. No, I should ignore him. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Okay, go to him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, the bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. Oh, it's probably not being piloted. I wonder why. Hey, it's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Is there a Monokuma hiding in here? Well, this one. No, I think that Monokuma is just not being piloted. Well, never mind. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? Are you pleasantly well? Right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up and what do you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting for so long. What? Surprise, it's about the Ultimate Despair. Tell me. Huh? Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was originally wait, what? Oh god, what's happening? OBS, stop. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, Heaven Champion, are you actually rich? Bro, what the okay, thank you, first of all. Second of all, what the fuck? Bro, really, like, honestly, why? I'm gonna stop making, like, goals on the little bar there because you're gonna keep meeting them for no reason. I do appreciate that that's happening. Okay, I guess I have to do that now. I guess I have to buy a Gundam kit now. I mean, sure. It's actually more expensive than 70, but I can pay the rest. Don't worry about it. I thought 70 was a nice number. Well, it's all about the shipping. It's the shipping where I'm stunted. Well, actually, I think I got a coupon that will help me out with that. I'll ask a friend about where to buy Gunplas. A friend of mine knows. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Champy. Thanks a lot. I guess do you like Gundam, or do you just want to help? I'm buying the Gundam Kitios. I'm assuming I'm gonna buy the Kitios or the Freedom. And it's gonna be a master grade. And it's gonna be the new release. New-ish release. The best ones. Just wanted to help. Thank you so much either way, man. Like, holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. You don't have to do this for me. But I appreciate it so much, really. It really means a lot. Like, holy shit. Okay. Back to the game. It was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and pure person alive, Junko. I'm just gonna keep moving with the game, otherwise it's gonna get annoying for people in the future who watch the bots and stuff. And the people are watching it right now, but still, like, Jesus, dude. Thank you so much. High school girl.
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Inoshima. There we go. Why do you refer to her as a lady though? Is she like royalty? Junko Inoshima?
Hey.
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group. Besides Junko. Hold on a second. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. I mean, it really isn't. Like, okay. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. I don't know, man. If like at some point someone decided, yeah, Hatsune Miku now created whatever organization, people would just join in. I know Hatsune Miku is not real, but if like the official Hatsune Miku account decided this is what Hatsune Miku stands for now, everyone would be like, yeah, man. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy and an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's something strange about it. It's talking about charisma.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. You refer to her as Lady every time. Like, you respect her. I mean, you do. I'm assuming. You're Monokuma, but like... With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. Have you given up on the funny Danganronpa title? I mean, I didn't give up on it. It's more like, this is chapter 6. So I was like, fuck it, chapter 6. Come watch. Like, if there's someone browsing through the tag, they'll just see chapter 6. Shit's happening. Shit's popping off. Because I'm assuming this chapter is... I've been told, like, the end of the game is near. Like, 5 hours more. Even less so, maybe. Well, I'm taking a lot of time talking about Gans and shit, so... Her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in position to neutralize the threat? Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? Like, it doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way to do what they did without any purpose. It was Junko Noshima's despair. Okay. Huh? For Junko Noshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie, Hajime. It's a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her everything is despair. Like, I feel like at some point playing these games, the word despair loses any meaning. Almost. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair, taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despair's weapon recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. I'm assuming that like Mukuro was probably like an okay-ish person. And like the only reason why they did what they did, or she did what she did, is because Junko. I thought the first game already made the word despair loads as a meaning. Yeah, but I mean the games in general. That's why I said plural. But like right now, he's like Junko lived, breathed, and died. Everything she did was despair, and I'm just like, what does that mean though? What do you mean eating with despair? What do you mean loving with despair? How would that go? I want to see that. I want to visually see that. A scene with Junko eating in despair. Alright, anyway, so what I was saying is Mukuro. Probably Mukuro was an okay-ish person, or like a nice person or whatever. And the only reason why she did what she did is because Junko made her do that. Because they were sisters. So it could totally be a case of Junko being the actual despair, and everyone else gets charmed by her, or like being like, I don't know, they get like despair as like a contagious thing just because they're proxy to Junko. Well, despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. I was about to say like Dio in JoJo, and then I remembered that Junko was literally doing Dio poses and saying muda muda muda. So this is, okay, Junko is a Dio reference. Not only in poses, not only in the words that she says, but in her theme as a character. Junko is like Dio, the dumb anime Dio. They dedicated all the spurs that they could escape from despair, all in Junko and Ashima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. That is a lot of things to do for your dumb high school girl who is a friend of yours. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believe it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days. Junko has the power to change people's values. That is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department? She made Gandhi throw the nukes in civilization. She's the kind of person that would trigger Gandhi to go like 255 aggression.
Of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Whoa! That's a lot of suicide. A lot. Also, he's saying that everything is that we reveal here is true, but he's saying that all students of the Reserve Department committed suicide. All of them. He says right there, the word all is in there. That doesn't include Hajime though. Or maybe it does, if we're in a simulation. It could be true. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
Oh, 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was okay, there we go. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko and Ashima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard.
Junko and Ashima's already dead. Okay, really? Huh? Hey. Oh, it's the royal Junko and Ashima. Oh, my persons. Whatever. So, I'm assuming Fuyuhiko saw her dead body or something. Oh, maybe he could go to the garden and he saw Mukuro's body. Does Mukuro's body move? Yeah, it was moved in chapter 6 of the first game. Well, whatever. This is a simulation, so whatever can happen. I just saw that despair is on the board right there in the background. Left. Ultimate despair was added. Reserve Department has been updated. Okay, Fuyuhiko, what the fuck do you mean by that? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko and Ashima's already dead? Huh? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that you said about the Killing School Life? Yes, this thing. We already know about it. Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. Are you gonna be evil all this information? I'm gonna try to hold it in my smooth ass brain. I'm gonna try to hold it in. Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her on to her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey.
For a manga about the Killing School Life, he was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. That is a meta thing. Because that's actually what the game is. That's what the franchise is. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko and Ashima. The mastermind took out her own life, which means Junko and Ashima is dead.
Like...
It turns out that Killing School Life was part of the whole biggest most awful whatever incident. I like that he couldn't even complete it. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. They're just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being cruel asshole. The surveillance camera would broadcasting the whole thing? The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch the symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped when Junko and Ashima failed. Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome with the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko's no more. But her ideals remain. Well, that's how it works. Oh my god, the villain of the second game is Pucci from JoJo. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, then are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind us? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble like killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hopesuki Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to a fake! But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Okay. Killing School Life has been added to bullets. Ultimate Despair has been updated. Man, Hajime, you totally know about the story, huh? What do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh well, I
do?
just raised the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that? One step at a time. You're getting close to clearing my character route. Whoa. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I should give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Okay. Do you?
What?
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the Ultimate Despairs again? No, I don't really need you to.
Hey.
Even though the Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was actually them used to describe Junko Enoshima, the original Ultimate Despair. He just started on his own. As the first Ultimate Despair, she created a Despair brim with a shaman human and created the Ultimate Despairs. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those with highest echelons of power. Her connection with the main races that the instant began to judge her in the first place. It's fun already, you don't have to keep explaining. Oh, it's fine already, but I'm just getting to the good part. Good part or not, I already heard this from you before. Yeah. We can just leave now, I think. I'm gonna talk to him again, just in case. The Killing School Life is about how formers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Just checking. Just checking. What now? Akane, my girl. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. Oh, it did, yeah. That's the chem lab. So this is the fourth one, the fourth floor, I think. It's so sudden. What's gonna make if? But no, I already decided I'm not gonna be surprised. Alright, there's no time for me to be surprised for something like this. Akane, hi. How are you doing, girl? Akane's stretching her nose like a beast examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
It's just my gut. Forgot that I have to do Minimaru. But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. She's always right. Her gut is always right. What the fuck? God, this is awesome. Nothing makes sense anymore. This is fantastic. I love it. Oh, can we get into the music room? What the fuck is... This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something... Yes! Monument. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Fierce Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a sword pattern engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, to graduates of Hopesuki Academy were among many who established the Future Foundation. Oh! So it's the Future Foundation, Makoto and Kyoko and the six to survive. Nothing seems wrong in the music room. Yeah, nah, never mind the flying monument that is floating and glitching. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hopesuki Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up! So it's the Future Foundation, the six survivors. Could be. Wait, what the... Also, we have this, too. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hopespeak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hopespeak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hopespeak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we're still investigating the details of the origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding this December matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. What, bro? What are we doing? Were they trying to create a new fictional virtual world where people can live in without killing each other? Survivor of Hopespeak Academy? That's you people. That's you guys. 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock Island? If the biggest most awful, most starting event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like it might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. The Academy of Survivors has been added to shoot bullets. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hopespeak Academy and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the true Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despair who caused the biggest, most almost tragic event in human history. I hate saying all of it. I hate saying the full thing every time. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us to go through this. Also, if they caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island? Yeah. Mentioned the email, what is that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found in the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Just say the tragedy instead of the long name. I have to read it though. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Okay, we're living. Wait. Well, I left. Anyway, I pressed the wrong button. I freaked out and I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to see if there's a Monokuma in there. Bam, bam. Not that it matters anymore, but like... Okay. I see nothing. Okay, we're leaving. Okay, what else is outside? I just want this game to give me like a character from the first game that I can talk to. That's the only thing I want. Like, that would make me so happy. It'd be even better if it was like a dumb character, like Hiro or Hina. Teacher's Lounge. Do you have anything else to say? Well, your conductor Monokuma doesn't count. It doesn't. I don't even know if the Monokuma is the same Monokuma. I don't think it is. I definitely feel someone's getting closer. You guys are pretty impressive. Something is strangely intuitive. And the Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming, but it's surprising we got music correct again this time. Yeah, we're good. Teacher's Lounge. Have we ever been to the Teacher's Lounge in the first game? I don't remember this. Oh yeah, I do remember it. Yeah, I remember the plants now. List of subjects. Oh, and it's all of us listed. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has a stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I didn't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Chill! There's something written on the blackboard. What's written in here? A list of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that, our names I've seen before. Yep. Wait, what? Okay, what's the newspaper? What's this newspaper say? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Seiyonji is written in here. What is this newspaper? Does she look older? Does she look older? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Seiyonji. That can mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. Yes! She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. This is a simulation. This is a simulation of like the young version of everyone. And on the outside, we're old. On the outside, everyone's old. It's been like a decade in the outside world, outside of the simulation. Why do we have a simulation though? But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure is too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyogo's older sister or something? Oh, it says Hiyoko Seiyonjin here. Oh, then Hyogo has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? That's dumb. That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it from yourself. That's not Hiyoko. Have you not seen the do you not see that there's like a fucking computer program floating behind you? Like, there's a fucking command prompt happening behind you, brother. But did you ever hear me mention an older sister? Well, it's not like he was like close to her or anything. Nobody was. Well, Mahiro, but she died, so. She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Seiyonji's family only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's too much of a resemblance. That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like... I mean, she was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growing spurt. What are you saying? She died. She was already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Like, every character is like super slow about the realization that we live in. I mean, there's no other explanation, right? Other than we're living inside of a computer right now. Is there any other explanation? And they're all very slow to it. Like, you instantly can tell the moment the world starts to fall apart. So the fact that we're going this far, this long, without like actually leaning into it. Well, I suppose they like lean into it a little bit. Just no characters have done it, but the game has done it. Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If there weren't, they wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the hell? Is this the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh? If it said subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? What if we're clones? No, simulation. Like, okay, there's no way this is not a simulation. Even the walls are falling apart. There's like black glitches on the walls. Like, did that experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying that Olympics is so messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also the subjects, right? I had to do something. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Shumpy. It's fine. That's just cool wall design. Yeah, man. It's not the world falling apart. It's wall design. It would be cool to have like an interior design that just looked like a glitch. Like everything was glitched out. I would love to have a room like that. Decorate my room with like glitchy shit. Make it look surreal as fuck. Also, yes, they do refer to these people as subjects on... I missed out on a few things. What happened between... we talked about Junko with Monokuma Fuyuhiko. Now we just saw older Hiyoko, which I'm thinking is the outside world. And then the outside world has been like 10 years and we're living inside a computer. But like, okay, so list of subjects, right? The castle referred to the people as subjects too. I don't know how to get a hologram in my room. I mean, not the hologram part. I suppose you could... What if you had like a glass coming off of the ceiling and then you had a projector projecting onto the glass? Would the projection stop on the glass or would it go all the way through the wall? Well, I suppose you would have to like put something in the glass to make it like stick in the glass and look like an actual like hologram that's floating. I'm not sure. That's a cool idea though. I mean, our name starts written in the blackboard in the list of subjects, but what kind of experiment was it? What's going on? It's better not be having anything to do with time travel. Oh god, I would love if Danganronpa did time travel, but no, we're doing simulation. It's also cool. Oh, I love time travel. I love time travel. You guys have no idea how much I love time travel. My favorite movie was Back to the Future. Like when I was like 10, I watched Back to the Future like, I don't know, 100 times, all 3 of them. Okay, so Hajime, Chiaki. Chiaki's listed too. That's weird. Nagito, Kazuichi, Gundam, Ultimate not a name, just Ultimate Imposter. But this, okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, no, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 16 with Hiyoko. Yeah, Byakuya is not here. Of course it wouldn't be. Are you secretly a time traveler? Like, I don't know, I could have lost my memory, I suppose. God, who was it that hosted like a party for time travelers? I think it was like Bill Gates. He hosted a party for time travelers and released the invitation the day afterwards. Because it's the only way it could have done anything. But then he already knows that like nobody was there, so it kind of defeats the purpose. I suppose the time traveler wouldn't know, but like he would know. Did he ever tell people though whether or not there were people in that party or not? I don't know that. Okay, so everyone here is listed except Byakuya, also Ultimate Imposter. This is weird and interesting. Who the fuck is the Ultimate Imposter? Because it's not, I mean, unless we say it's Byakuya. But like, I mean, Monokuma said Byakuya, but I don't believe that. So, okay, I don't see any Monokumas. So let's take a look at this picture. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says, "What's the Academy if founder is the founder?" What are we doing? Ultimate Imposter doesn't have a name, so I mean it would make sense. The Ultimate Imposter, but Isuru Kamakura is the dude. But why is he old, and also why is he the founder? Was he a time traveler? The founder of Hope Speak Academy, and his name is Isuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict information obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Oh my god. The Academy's founder has been added to the truth bullet section. Oh my god, dude. Or is it just like the person who created the program that we're living in? Flowers. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tight? Ah, that's good. That's good. I like that. So characters are not saying that we live in a simulation, but they make allusion to it. It's like, why did they look so low res? It's a normal pixelated flower. Oh yeah, the hologram. I forgot about the hologram. Floating hologram. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. It looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there's still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Doesn't mean this is in order to kill them. That isn't peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understand. Yeah, like kill the murderer before they continue to murder. If the case was the most powerful mistake of any human history is to serve us, it sounds pretty much an all-out war. If remnants of despair are the ones waging the war, there's no way they'll be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair. Okay, with this, you've totally erased all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go to the next stage. Next stage? Sure. I should wait. What does this say? Okay, it's nothing. Oh, is there a Monokuma here? Yeah, I found you, bitch! Not that it matters anymore, but...
Huh?
Glitchy Monokuma.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 309. We broke past 300, so that's good. Let's save. It's been a while. Leave. Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from last time. I guess when the flag when Akuma mentions race, it's moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, that's not to be confused with that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. Is this the... Okay, third floor, never mind. I was thinking it would be like the place you unlock at the end of the first game. God, this looks even more fucky than before. Like, what the fuck is even? When you realize your Digimon is in a simulation, this is so sad. Yeah, man. That's the sad part. Like, this means... Okay, I can't go to the physics lab. This means that... Okay, so the YouTube bot for the second trial, when we were playing the game... What's the name of the game? Fucking the murder mystery game. I titled that video Video Games Inside of Video Games. And I'm going to go back to it and comment that that title was not redundant enough. Because that means that it would have been a video game inside of a video game inside of a video game. That's what it would mean. Oh my god, okay. Where are we? What the oh my god, okay. That's blocked off. Can't go to the art room. The game is falling apart. Like, by the second. Look at this shit, bro. I like it, though. I like that everything's more fucky as we go on. There was also a mode that was a video game. Well, I mean, I'm referring to that, right? Okay, let's go over here. It was a video game instead of a video game. Inside of a video game. Oh, hey, the rec room looks so... Ah, never mind. The fucking pool table is floating. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and shelves lined up with magazines. It's hard to think about a room like this actually exists inside a school. Can we talk about the fact that it's floating? No, we can't. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. We can just not do that. It's alright. What's this file? So is life just a video game? It could be. You don't know that. It's a file with Hope Street Academy seal in it. Confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Street Academy has conducted very rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instruction and intricate orders. It was full of difficult and technical terms. I had no idea what any of them meant. This is me, though. Like, me trying to study is just like, I don't get any of this, and nothing enters my brain. I actually care about the file more than the stuff floating. I mean, I think it's one of those things where, like, you see something that is clearly the focus of attention, and the game doesn't like pay attention to it at all. The game just says, what thing? I don't see anything. And that is actually awesome. It's awesome whenever something that is like, what the fuck to the player, and the game is just like, what are you talking about? There's nothing wrong. Which is exactly what I loved about like last stream. When randomly ghosts started showing up and glitching started happening and nobody was talking about it. Alright. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Street Academy was behind something like that? Didn't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Okay. Nothing important there. I mean, maybe yes, but like... Is there Monokuma here? Is there Monokuma here? Is there Monokuma here? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's where I came from, I think. Yeah, I remember. I remember how the layout of this room worked now. Yeah, let's look at this sofa. Not the stuff that is floating. It's a nice from looking leather sofa. It looks like it would be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. I think you can take a look at the sofa exclusively because they want to fuck with you. Like, I can't look at anything else, just the sofa. I guess he's so used to weird things right now. I think this is just a game fucking with you. There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, motor sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. Back here, we're really happy to see this. This is the game just fucking with you. Let's not acknowledge anything that's weird in this room. There's a dartboard, but this is still a school, right? Or didn't Monokuma just randomly make up this place? Okay. Let's read the hologram. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, he was just using 30% of his power. We have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 50 of them. 15. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. We're unable to ask them specific details. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survive under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid release regarding this matter, and we have no new information to this report. We will continue the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Okay. So, there were 15 survivors to the tragedy. They were all students, and they were like, alright, we'll give them to the Future Foundation, which is the survivors of the first game, if I got that correct. I could be wrong. And then they made a simulation and they put their AI, like they made an AI out of their personalities and put them in a simulation. Not right away. This might have happened, like the simulation might be taking place like a decade later, or even more so later. And for some reason we're doing this, like what is the purpose? Like they mentioned New World something like earlier. So is this an attempt to recreate the planet in a virtual environment or something? Like, again, I makes me think of that Doctor Who episode again that I mentioned last stream, Extremis. In that episode, aliens essentially create a simulation of Earth. And the reason why they do that is because they want to see the outcome of the planet. Like, if the planet is duplicated right now, and you can see a simulation, and the simulation runs like faster than the original planet, then you can see where the planet would lead. So then you can make a prediction about where the real world would lead. So maybe they did something like that. They created a simulation with the students, with like Hope students, and they were like, all right, let's see where this goes. Let's see what would happen, and see if we can like rebuild society by using a simulation of the planet. With and then we can see what path we take in order to rebuild real society using the data we got from the simulation. Something like that. Despair. Hope. Academy survivors. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them under our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? I mean, they tried. Then why is this happening? Because remnants of despair. It's like a computer virus. Monokuma is like a computer virus. Like, y'all got hacked. That's what it is. If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set all of this up.
What's this?
My had to mention, if you worry like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this? What is this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. That line he just said. Not that. That line he just said. Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents. Whoever's controlling Monokuma is the person that we saw in first person in the boat, maybe? But was the boat outside or inside the simulation? That's what that's what I don't know about. That's what I don't know what's happening anymore. All right, let me do something real quick. Okay. Right, sure. I was just making sure everything was going well with the stream. Okay, so there's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Yep. Anything else in this room? No? Nope. We're leaving. Yeah, the boat scene was one of the most interesting scenes. I have no idea where to place that boat. What? This is good. This is good. This is fantastic. I can't even tell what floor this is. Also, this music. Kill command 8-bit. Okay. I like 8-bit bug. That's nice. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so, what is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Yes, it is. At least my controls aren't inverted. Oh god, I can't hear you. Okay, girl? It's close. It's very close. Hajime just walking upside down. Don't worry about it. Someone's coming. Again, is stretching her nose, examining her surroundings. They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is they are both. Do you have the gut feeling too?
Yo.
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean? I don't know any details. It's in my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. God, I don't like that the glitching is happening around her. I don't want her to get deleted from the game or whatever. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this is the second floor. Okay, that's the pool. What if I just... What if I wonder how this would look like. Alright. Let's continue with the game. I can't, it's upset. Oh, the magic of streaming. We can do shit like this. Totally normal. Yes. Nothing wrong with this video game. Everything's fine. Oh, the library. Nice. Okay. Now we have to flip it again. Flip vertical. There we go. This must be a library. When I come up, probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Hologram. I suppose that's the only thing. This is a hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. The Future Foundation 14th Division Makoto Naegi. Oh shit! Name dropping! 14th Division Makoto Naegi. Okay. Name dropping. Coming in hot. Okay. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be an abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring to the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Okay. A lot is being dropped on me right now. So, they didn't found the Future Foundation. They joined it. They're the 14th Division. It's a Hope Foundation. Good. They helped you survive. They rescued you and help you recover your memories. But Makoto, and I'm assuming the other 5 maybe, if they're part of its division, then they are helping something that the Foundation considers the remnants of despair. But what would that be? Is it referring to us? Like, is someone like Nagito or some shit? Like, Because Nagito had like Junko Sand or some fuck, like, I don't know. Nagito was fucked up, so maybe that's what they refer to. Immediately return to the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? The email suggested someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. The email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi has been added. Name dropping. I love that. So... okay, is there no one to come around? I don't think so. Okay, we're good. Can we... no, we can't get in that door, so we're leaving. I was about to say something, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, back to... you know? There we go, better. See, I got you guys. It's fine. It's fine. Gotcha. Where do we go now? Where can we go? I suppose we could go to the pool. But let's explore a little bit. Is there anything here even? Oh, there's a... yeah, there's a classroom. Okay, we're good. Yeah, don't worry, I can read reverse upside down text. I mean, I'm not gonna keep it for text, just for the environment. Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in the school and now I'm suddenly in the laundry room. We went down to the... oh, that is the Junko! That is the Junko magazine! Oh, can we not read it? Fuck you! Oh, I want to see that calendar. I found you, bitch.
No.
That's 4 out of 5, and I think we missed the 5th one because it was in the classroom. I think we didn't get to get it. Or something. Okay. Table PC. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like its power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. Confidential, top secret. It doesn't say top secret, it says top Neo World Program. This world, Neo World. You seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. Yes. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. Oh! Alright. Okay. I get it. Grab all of these fucked up people, put them in a simulation, make them forget about all the fucked up shit that happened. Make them be friends with each other and have fun times together like Monomi wanted. And then when they exit the simulation, they will have a nice memories implanted in them and they'll be like, oh, they're my friends. Or something like that. The New World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the New World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, the Ultimate Therapist. The Ultimate Programmer is Chihiro though. Chihiro was dead. Chihiro died. Chihiro don't died. Unless they rescued Alter Ego somehow. The Ultimate Neurologist, the Ultimate Therapist. We haven't seen those. I want to meet the Ultimate Therapist. Seems like a nice person, probably. We're amongst the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the New World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Okay. Okay. What are we referring to when we say mounting a device to the cranium? Does it mean like a VR headset? Except like more potent? Or does it mean we got like a chip in our brain that makes us think that we live in this life, but we don't? Like, are we Also, this means that we're not... Okay, we're not like... This also explains what Naruto wanted to do, which is what I thought about previous stream. But this means that we're not like files inside of a computer. This means that we are actually like sitting in like pods or whatever, and we are essentially like dreaming about the entire events of this game. Like we have that running in our brains, but we're real. And what Nagito probably wanted to do, and this is what I'm assuming, it's just a bunch of assumptions, is that if you die in the game, you wake up in real life. Or you could die for real. We don't know. Let's be hopeful and say that you wake up in real life if you die in the game. And Nagito probably wanted that, because Nagito wanted everyone but the traitor to die. So then, yes, he wanted everyone to die so then they would wake up. Why would Monokuma want everyone to kill each other so they wake up? I don't know. That's the one part that I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. Just to prove a point that you can't escape from the ultimate despair, even in this nice island. Anyway, additionally, the new warp program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Oh no! Replace memories? So okay, now we're dealing with memory alteration. That one is a bad one. That one has a lot of bad potential to it. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world throughout the use of virtual world. I mean, yes, you could do that, but you can also do the opposite. You can also replace every memory and make them all bad. And if the ultimate despair remnants get a hold of this technology, the bad happen. So that's why. However, this device is for psychotherapy purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Yes, as if the ultimate despair cares about the rules. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Oh boy. Okay. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. We learn a lot. We learn a lot. We learned a lot just now. Whew. Whew. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. I mean, we've been feeling that for like 2 hours, bro. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts to sad goodbyes, the conflict, the trust developed until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Are you gonna do the last crash trial of the stream? Oh. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I feel like even if the game theoretically doesn't have many hours left to go, it is going to have several hours left to go because I keep pausing and talking, because this is how I play games. So, ah! I screamed loudly as it was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists. Yeah, this is a long one. Yeah.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, the spirit is waiting for you. One more floor? Impossible. Well, I suppose this is the first floor. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? Okay. I mean, yeah, it has to be true, but there has to be like a final like twist or something. This game feeds on doing dumb twists, so there has to be more, because there is more to investigate. Or no.
Hey, did you enjoy the killing school today? By the way, you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point, we promised world that just to become a game. Okay, it's watching this who can save them. The end of this world is night. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it comes for you? Isn't it excited? Isn't that heart-throbbing? Looks forward to it.
Fun. Yeah, dude. This hallway, when we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I can't even recognize what hallway this is. Best when I come at the theater, change my mind. Suppose so. I don't really see a resemblance, but fucking oh my god, this is great. Where do we even go? Where can we even go? Am I glitching too? I mean, did it sound like it? Dude, I'm having trouble navigating. Can I gacha with my mono coins that I have? I have like 300 of them. Can I hit up the shop and buy some items in order to raise my friendship? Let me in! Just some binary floating print. At least Sonia's okay. Hi, Sonia.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Is the nocebo effect a real thing? I know what the placebo effect is, but it's the nocebo effect. Yeah, it is a thing. I'm assuming it's the opposite. Negative expectations of the patient regarding a treatment cause the treatment to have a more negative effect than otherwise would have. Okay, yes. This makes sense. I didn't know that it existed, but it makes total sense that it does. Because, like, your brain will... Oh, so it's placebo specifically referring to good effects? I didn't know that. Okay, so that there is a word that differentiates the two. Placebo and nocebo. Because, like, the human brain is fucking magical almost. Like, it can do some crazy shit. So yes, you can totally make your brain believe something into happening and becoming real. Like it's almost dumb because it almost means that in some cases you almost don't need real medicine because you can just trick your brain into believing that you can just get better and the brain will make yourself get better. In some cases that's true and it's fucked up. Like, what the fuck, brain? And vice versa too. Which is why depression is a thing. Like, your brain will continue to beat itself up and it will continue to get worse because it believes that it can get worse when in reality it might not be like that. Okay, Sonia, tell me about them. Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real, and the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. I think my favorite line in all of Metal Gear Solid is from Metal Gear Solid 2, and is things... What was it, the exact line? It was, things are only as real as your brain tells you they are. Because that is true. Like, you can assume anything around you is an absolute, but it's not. It's only what your senses can perceive. But there might be some other entity that has more senses than you and can perceive things as different as you are. So, yes. Things are only as real as your brain tells you they are. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh? How? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. Oh god. What the hell? Can I talk to you again? What if you think your brain doesn't exist? I mean, the brain is pretty good at like hiding itself from itself. Like, I bet like before medicine, people probably didn't know that brains were a thing or what they did. I'm assuming they discovered that a brain was a thing the first time that they saw like someone's head get split open, but they didn't know what that was. It was just more meat. It was just the head meat. The placebo effect and the nocebo effect. Why did I feel the need to talk about that? Wait, what's that, Sony or Hajime saying that? Okay. Hey, Monokuma's there. Can we get inside any plant? Oh, here's a classroom. Hi, Monokuma. How are you doing, buddy?
moment you discover the truth that was a lie, all hope will disappear. Boy, what are we doing? Save. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Classroom 1B. What the fuck? Big object. Oh my god. What does it say in the background? I want to read that. Generating monocores, foul rate in 4 seconds. Warning, the renderer Setsubo. Setsubo means despair in Japanese. The word Setsubo has lost all meaning because of this game. As well as despair, it's the same. Setsubo and Kibo. No object matches the warning. The renderer Setsubo register renderer rendering will not see where Kibo Gamine 266 size. This icon size change operation is no one poor security warning. They render create world. Oh, I can, yeah, create world mode island 00. Create Kibo Ganine passage. I don't know what Ganine means. I wonder if that's a Japanese word. Kibo means hope. Clash Royale pop-up menu, bro. Okay, whatever. Big object. What's the word you're reading? I mean, I just think it's cool. Is this floating? Alright, Hajime just realized that the world is falling around them. That's impossible. There's no way something this big would have floating like this. But what in the world is it? And that moment I looked at that object. Oh. Right. Is it drawing something? Or no identified linked? Chihiro! Oh, it's alter ego, more or less. More specifically. It probably is alter ego. Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you call me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk! But what are you? Alter Ego Artificial Intelligence Program? I am the master program behind the New World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. Is the observer Byakuya? Like he was supposed to be like our tour guide and make sure that we are all getting along and everything. Working with Monomi. And then he died first thing. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I might oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. There is a virus. Monokuma is a computer virus. The despair is a computer virus. That makes it... yeah, okay. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Oh, hold on! My brain can follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating... Like my feet are hovering above the floor. Floating? Do you mean floating feeling? It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. It's like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? What is this place? Tell me, what is this New World program? The New World program has submitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. And specifically, that means the data detail Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. Okay, so Jabberwock Island is real. The people in there are real. And oh, then maybe that's what chapter 0 was. You see them in real life going to the real island. And then they are completely isolated from the world being fucked and despair. So they all hang out, they all make friends, they're all lovely, everything's cool. And then the information here, like what we're playing right now is like the redo of the information they got from the island. Whenever that happened, it happened before and it happened in real life. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, their circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the New World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if it was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? And we got there. And we got there. I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. The missing sense of reality. Everything's going crazy in the background. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Can you tell me, hey? What's this New World program I used to in the first place? The New World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the New World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there on, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to. I want to point out that this is like... This goes against the theme of the first game a little bit. It's like a pure version of hope, but that's not what hope is. Because hope by ignorance is not really hope. You have to like acknowledge reality and then decide you want to move forward and you want to fight it, you know? That was kind of the point. So if what they're doing here, whether it was the Future Foundation or whoever, I'm assuming it's the Future Foundation, because like the Future Foundation is giving me this vibe of like okay, if the ultimate despair is all the way to this side, to like the right, then the Future Foundation is all the way to the left, and you can't be extremes. Extremes don't work. Thematically, extremes don't work. So like super hope is not, well, it would be better than super despair, but it wouldn't be good either way. Which is why I'm assuming Makoto and the division of the surviving students was rebelling against the Future Foundation, because the Future Foundation was too much. Because they created this program that is deleting memories from people and replacing them with artificial memories, in order so that way you won't feel sad anymore. And it's like, no, like you have to overcome the sadness and the despair and the fucked up situation. That's what hope is. You can't just fake it, you know? Nagito would be proud of me. I hate that. So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories, but why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. But in the program on the survivors of Hope Spring Academy, well, it's still in experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason, but unfortunately I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us, but they're trying to save the world, right? Or is it the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry I can't provide that much help. Even in this like fucked up, like stone slab, only red alter ego version, Chihiro's super cute. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the New World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. Yeah, Chiaki and Byakuya. Was Monomi also Chiaki? Like, is it the same AI or whatever? No, it wasn't. Like, 2 monitors. Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants this way. By the way, the observer and the teacher role had been given to the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seemed the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of an abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. This is referring to the beginning of the game with Monomi and Monokuma, and destroying the magic stick and everything. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace, but just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build a world. It was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so I wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego would be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpassed this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? That is a good conclusion though. I mean, that's what Monokuma is, right? But like, or maybe it's being piloted. No, it's a virus. Like, well, it could be someone hacking in real time, but an artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so fucking irritating. But how did that virus infect the New World program? The New World program exists in isolation. It's impossible if everyone's infected through a network. Oh, I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. So someone's a traitor. Like for real, a traitor. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the New World program is installed. Based on my calculation, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter the facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Because it is. Observers have an attitude to truth bullets. But, okay, so if it's just Chiaki and Monomi, then what was Byakuya then? Neo World program. Updated. But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and... Okay, even if you're just a guy in the machine, that's enough hints for you. I'm gonna say something more. Byakuya was the ultimate imposter. You still don't believe it? I don't believe it. I really don't. That Byakuya was Byakuya. I believe that Byakuya was Byakuya. Like, based on what he said, it sounded very much like I survived the first game, I'm Byakuya. Unless the ultimate imposter is able... Well, I suppose it would be the ultimate imposter, right? The ultimate person that makes himself sound like the original, I suppose. But then that... No, but that doesn't make sense from like storytelling, because why would you have a reveal of a character that died like so long ago? They don't get to do anything anymore. Like, if the ultimate imposter was the person that died in the first chapter, then why would the reveal matter at the end of the game? Like, that has to come into play at, in some way in this chapter at the end of the game. Like, from storytelling perspective, that has to matter now. Well, something important is going to happen. Well, if you're saying something more, I suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is an absolute. If so, it can be parallel to shifted the fluctuation based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm changed the result by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses the joint over ownership of the world and the situation of the context embodies your death. Hey. That's my coda. What the fuck? What just happened? Oh god. That's Makoto. After that, oh, I think this is a fucked up version of File Makoto. What the? What was Makoto's voice? I think I've, you're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Even since you guys vanished to that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch it this entire time. They're watching us in a computer. It says we, so Makoto and who else? Kyoko. Who else? Maybe everyone. Is Byakuya there? Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus interference I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The New World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? It's the ultimate hope, baby! Is he your ally? Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. Whew, please. This is actually his ultimate ability. He's like hoping that we're listening. And guess what? It works. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the New World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell the truth, I wasn't sure about whether or not to run programs on you guys. But it was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What the fuck is the situation with us outside? What did it want to save us from? Why would this save us? You already seen the password to enter the graduation exam round, right? You know? Leon. Leon, that's the number we found at the Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you all finished gathering your hope fragments. The beginning of the game, yeah. You had to make friends with everyone. I wonder if, like, the boss game is actually the real game that Monomi wanted. I wonder if that's what it is. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared the password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might have ended up going rogue. That's the reason I left Leon password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. Oh, that's why they can't go in there! They're afraid of mice! So that's part of the programming. That makes sense. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase the password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when he was in a dilemma. Yeah. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to save you all. I've entrusted it to your future, but that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation classes waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving them hope. I want you guys to withstand it until they get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I provide a hidden command to use after the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end that you guys can choose on your own, independently of your server. Which means if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to reach the 4th shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. Fuck. So we need like 8. And right now we're like 5. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. And death. We're going back to Monokuma saying death. Alright then. Things are happening. Death. Huh?
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? It was nothing, bro. I totally didn't get visited by the ghost of the first game. I see. Well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that's a no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting for a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. That. I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. That. Nice emote, I like that one. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that. That's the only thing I can do. Is prevent the virus invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. It's finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything is a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't that be meaningless too? Well, no, because you assigned the meaning to things. When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Leon has been added to Truth Bullets. Shutdown sequence has been added to Truth Bullets. Oh my god. Okay, can I talk to you again? There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. You guys have a weapon, very powerful weapon. Yes, do your best. Holy fuck! A lot happened this stream. Like, holy shit. Fucking got the. What about the windows? There's supposed to be a window here, right? And my memory is wrong or something? Maybe there were never any windows, or is this? Oh my god. I suppose we're getting close to the trial. The graduation exam, whatever. Oh my god.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Alright then.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
See you soon.
Oh my god. We're doing it. Not this stream. I'm leaving. I'm gonna do it next stream. Otherwise this is gonna wait too long. A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what it all means right now. For now I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Next stream is gonna be the last one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the door's right there. There's right fucking there. We're good. So. We're good. That's it for this stream then. Oh my god. Next stream is absolutely the last one. This game could not be like spelling for me. This is the end any harder. Oh my god, okay, so that was that. That was the end of that. We got like 4 out of 5 Monokumas. So sure, that works. Oh my god, okay. Alright, cool. I'm trying to put my thoughts in order regarding everything that just happened. So they just dumped a lot on us. That was like the info dump. Do you understand mostly what all the clues are? I think so. So, okay, okay, so the survivors of the first game left. They joined the Future Foundation, which is a foundation that is trying to keep hope in the world. It makes sense that something like that would exist. And in the determined amount of time passed, they found survivors from the disaster that were students of the Hope Speak Academy to a degree. Yeah. So they gathered all 15 survivors. Then they decided to put them under this program, the New World program, or the psychotherapy communication whatever program, which is a simulation in order to delete your memories and replace them with new ones that were better than the ones that you're losing, which are bad. So and yes, it's a thing that is inserted into, it's put in on your cranium. So is it like a microchip that goes in your brain, or is it like a machine that we're all sitting on? I think it's the latter. I think, well, either way, everyone is a real person. Everyone exists physically in the world, and they're just sitting there, and they're being their memories fucked with, and they're experiencing all of this. It's like a shared computer world, and we're all connected to it. It must be like a machine, a singular machine, and we're all like plugged into seats around it. What I do want to know is, do all the people that die wake up in the real world, or do they die in real life too? Please tell me they wake up again. The fact that it is connected to your brain, that's the bad one. That means that they could actually realize die. So, God. I think that's how, I think I got that. I think that's everything I got. No clue. I think that's everything I got. Is there anything else I should have understood and I didn't? We have I don't know what the deal is with Byakuya. I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting that Byakuya thing go. We know that Monomi is the teacher role, and she was part of the foundation. Also, what do you mean? What do you mean? Also, Chiaki, another part of the foundation. Unless Byakuya is not really dead. I mean, if Byakuya is the ultimate imposter, then he's not dead and he'll show up like now. Don't worry about it until next stream. Sure, I know, but I mean, I'm gonna keep theorizing and throwing questions out there that I won't get the answer to until next stream, because this is what I do best. Oh man. This game really took a fucking turn. Like last stream, this stream and the entirety of the stream was nuts. Last stream was already nuts, but this one is just like, what the fuck? Like, what was like the room of the game developers when they were thinking about making this game? Like, they made the first game and they were like, oh, successful, and they were like, yeah, it was a fun idea. People trapped inside of school, they're forced to kill each other or whatever. The second game, they're like, okay, so the first game was successful, we need to make a second game. What is the plot for the second game is gonna be? Because the plot of the first game kind of doesn't give you a lot of room. So then they're like, the second game, okay, cool. Everyone is inside of a simulation. Sure. Alright, then. Because this game definitely starts like the first one. It's just like, yeah, we're all trapped in this place and we're all forced to kill each other because of the man. Nothing can prepare you for whatever the fucking final couple hours of this game are. Like, what the fuck? And they also lore dumped on me just now. For like the past like hour and a half, they just dumped so much lore on me. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. I'm super hungry. I'm realizing that now. It's like 10, it's almost 10 p.m. so I should go eat something or find something to eat or see if there's something that, if there's going to be something to it so I can prepare something with time. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go too. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for hanging out. Champy and for this and everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. And thank you for watching the bot on YouTube if you did that. By the way, again, thank you so much for the donation. I haven't forgotten about that. Like, I actually sent a screenshot of it to like a friend of mine and I was like, yo. So thank you so much. You had given me like $120 in the past like week. Bruh. What is wrong with you? But also thank you so much. Really. Thank you. Like, seriously, are you also are you closer to affiliated? Here's the thing, I'm missing 4 followers, but more than that, I'm missing an average of 3 people. I need an average of 3 viewers every stream, and I don't have that. I'm at like 2.3. And the problem to that is actually the Yakuza streams that I did. And I'm gonna continue to do them. But right now I'm streaming exclusively Danganronpa. And the reason for that is because I want to get affiliated. Because the Yakuza streams are like 2 AM streams. It's just me and I'm just chilling. And I'm just like, man, I like this video game and I'm just hanging out. And I'm saving the bots for YouTube. But those are 1 or 2 viewer streams. And they are plummeting everything. So I'm just gonna do Danganronpa exclusively until I get affiliated, I'm assuming. So yeah, there we go. I'm missing 4 followers and I'm missing a couple points up. I'm at 2.3 and I need 3. So I'm gonna need a couple of streams that have like 4 to 5 average in order to get the average up. So yeah, there we go. This was like a 2.5 average stream, I would guess. We did have 5 in a couple moments. Just now we just had 5, but it wasn't very long. So yeah, sure, it was 2 point something. Alright. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. Next stream is going to be the final Danganronpa 2 stream. It's going to be crazy. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know I'm busy tomorrow, but I don't know how busy I am. I'll see. If I get to do it tomorrow, I'll do it. If not, then I'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for caring and worrying and everything. Also, I've been like actually working on the like Discord server that I said I might do. I was looking into it only because of the like notifications, because notifications are super useful for streams. They really are, because Twitch fails you sometimes. Like it happened like a couple times before. And it fails me too, so I could do that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make that server. Also, people have been asking for it. So I made the server. I'm just not gonna make it public just yet because it's super bare bones. But the name for now is, and this is just working title, but it's Haarute's House of Hooligans, because I like the alliteration. I think it's fun. So there you go. If I work on it more and I can make the rules and everything, then I'll. Do you have like a moderator? No, I do not. It's just me here, so you can get it if you want to. Like, fuck it, if you want to, you can get it. You can get like mod in my chat whenever we do get affiliated. Okay, we're getting super sidetracked. This is gonna go all in the bottom of YouTube and it's not gonna be great. So yeah, never mind that. We're ending the stream now. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you so much. And yeah, it was fun. What the fuck is happening? Danganronpa 2. Next time we'll do the final one. Make sure you to drop by. So yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, song. I always forget. I need to play like a song whenever we're leaving. Sure. This one. Okay. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.